Well, you've played a soldier before, obviously,
Uh-huh.
but this is a very different kind of soldier and a very different kind of movie.
Yeah.
What persuaded you to go the sword and sandals route?
For one, like I love Gladiator and Braveheart by far. They are my Star Wars. It's like I love history um, but overall, I mean Kevin. Kevin truly is one of my favorite filmmakers, and to try to get even in front of him, much less being in one of his movies, is is a huge honor. And to do this type of movie, I think they did it smart. Not to try to blow it out and try to touch Braveheart or Gladiator or one of those huge, big, sweeping epics that just are money sort of mongers. I think they did it really smart and new, and they kind of made it a little more contemporary and more about a relationship.
Your director made an effort to avoid CGI,
Yeah.
which meant put a little bit more pressure on you.
Yeah, a little bit. In me and Jamie, we definitely had to weather some things that were by far some of the hardest things I think we've ever had to do. But it did help though. When it was cold, and when we were on the cliff, scared to death if the horse was going to fall off. I mean, we were nervous. So, it's all natural.
Sooner or later, we're going to have to discuss the cock burning incident.
Yeah, for sure. I'm comfortable. I'm actually happy to talk about it because it's by far the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. When you have something happen that is that painful, it's a bar that is set that will never ever move.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't describe to you the pain. I can't.
If you're sitting with other actors telling war stories, that ends the conversation
Kind
right
of,
there.
yeah. I mean, death is pretty much the next thing, and it was one of those moments in the car where the paramedics like, I promise, it's good that it hurts because there's no nerve damage, and you have 1 second of like, thank God, but then you're right back into the pain again, and then it just so happens that my sex is on fire on the radio, and it wasn't funny, but it was definitely bizarre.
Yeah, it's funny to me. Probably not as funny to
No,
you.
it's fine.
I know there's been some talk about a G.I. Joe sequel, but I'm beginning to worry that it might not happen. What do you think the chances are that we will see another G.I. Joe?
I think there's, for the first one, we did it during the writer's strike, so I don't think we have the script where it should have been, but I think they got some great writers on it now, the Zombieland writers, and I hear that there is a script that they like, and I hear the rumblings of they want to go this year, but you never know. They play these cards really close to the chest with these huge movies, and I would love to do it.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. I just don't know very much about it. I wish I knew more.
What I think is cool is you're thinking about directing now.
Yeah, man. I want to go and start to fail early in my life, in my directing, I guess, campaign. But it's one of those things I definitely want to try. Been acting for 8 years now, and my acting coach was like, it's going to take you 10 years to be a good actor. So I feel like I'm starting to get to that benchmark, and now I want to start to get behind the camera.
10 years?
10 years.
God, that's pretty discouraging.
It's discouraging unless you love it, and
Yeah.
I do. I am obsessed with it. So.